Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Alex Smyth.
Welcome to Bug Class.
I'm at the Royal Alberta Museum, where I'm meeting Pete Heule, live animal supervisor. He's going to help me face my fear of scorpions. Pete, first things first, before we go any further, is it safe to be handling a scorpion like you're doing right now?
Well, I wouldn't be doing this with a wild scorpion that I'd never met before, but I've been working with her for probably at least 5 or 6 years, so she's very well trained.
What type of scorpion is this and where is it from?
So this is a South African flat rock scorpion. This is a female, so I'd say this is a medium-sized scorpion, probably from the front end of her body all the way to the tip of her tail. I would imagine she's maybe 4 or 5 inches or something like that. The males can get to be 9 inches, and they're almost all tail. They have a very, very long tail.
So how many legs does this have?
So it's hard to see on some of the scorpions. You have to get them to raise their pinchers up, but there's actually 8 legs they walk around on, and the pinchers don't count as part of those 8 legs.
It's like it's wearing a full suit of armor, you know? It's very dark brown and black, plates on its back. It has some large imposing claws, kind of like crab claws.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, that long stinger. So what kind of predators go after a scorpion that they require this amount of protection?
The thing to remember is that although I show you a lot of large invertebrates, they don't start out that big. So when they first hatch, they're very, very small. And so they would be at risk of being eaten by all kinds of other things, including larger scorpions, spiders, birds, and lizards. And we were talking about South Africa here, so there's a wide range of mammals that feed on these guys too. And they have 8 eyes, but these 8 eyes tell them really nothing more than whether it's light outside or whether it's dark outside. So they're using their sense of touch to capture things. So being able to feel the scurry of a cricket or a cockroach as it runs across the ground, or even being able to feel the wind that comes off the wing beats of something like a moth or a flying beetle or something like that, they're very sensitive to that. Once they get a hold of something, they're not too deterred. So those are pretty strong pinchers, so they grab a hold of that prey, and they basically would eat a cricket or a cockroach like you eat corn on the cob. You grab it with both hands, bite, chew, and repeat.
I have to say, the entire time we've been talking, it's been very calm in your hands. So what's the temperament like for this scorpion?
Generally, this is a very docile species. One of the ways you can tell whether or not a scorpion is quite venomous or has a strong poison, it's not about whether it's a small scorpion or a big scorpion. It has to do with the pinchers versus the stingers. When we see a dangerous species of scorpion, we're going to see tiny little pinchers and a massive fat stinger. We know that scorpions sting their enemies, right? If you're mean to a scorpion, you're going to get a sting, and you're probably going to learn not to be mean to a scorpion again. They also sting their prey if they need to. So if she catches a big grasshopper and it's kicking and putting up a fight, she will sting it in order to paralyze that prey and not take an injury from a struggling meal. But the last thing that many people don't know about is that male scorpions sting female scorpions during the courtship. We don't entirely understand why, but it may be that stinging her makes her maybe more likely to dance, less likely to want to try to kill him. But they will sting their mates, and it's just a very gentle, very small amount. So just enough to maybe have a glass of wine before you go out dancing or something like that.
So they sting for offense, for defense, and everything in between.
And romance as well, yeah.